Welcome back to Sleepy J EXP. I'm your boy Sleepy J. We're here with another one. It's not really a happy, hyper one. It's a little sad. It's the case of Sonya Massey, who called the cops for help and was unalive for it. This is why we gotta be careful what we do, and we're gonna go through this whole thing. We're gonna watch, listen, react, and tell me what you think when we get back to it. All right, let's go. Oh shit, oh yeah.
I love traffic.
Nobody is out here, and I need to go here.
Oh, we hurt you. You called us.
This is Sonya Massey, a single mother of two who just called 911 because she heard something outside her home and wanted to feel safe. But what she doesn't know,
Key thing, called 911. The people who are supposed to protect us, because she wanted to feel safe. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this dickhead right here that's on the screen. I want y'all to see and listen to how he acts.
is that the two men she's about to open her door for will change everything. And in less than 60 seconds inside her own kitchen, Sonya Massey will be the 6th of July, 2024, 12:49 a.m. The Springfield Police Department received a call from a 36-year-old lady who reported a suspected intruder in her home.
It sounds like somebody was banging on the side of my house. I don't know. Oh, could y'all come and see?
Two Sangamon County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to her home. Their names were Sean Grayson and Dawson Farley. 30-year-old Grayson has been with the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department since May 2023, barely over a year at this point. Before that, he'd worked for five other law enforcement agencies across
5 different law enforcement agencies across the years of 2016 to 2020. If that doesn't give you a clear sign of what's going on here, I don't know what to tell you.
Illinois in the span of just 4 years. 5 agencies. 4 years. A pattern that in any serious vetting process would have raised immediate questions. But we'll come back to Sean Grayson, because what matters right now is what happens the moment those 2 deputies pull up to Sonya Massey's home.
Yes, mess that up good.
They do what they're supposed to do. First, check the outside, walk the perimeter, look for any sign of the prowler she reported. But nothing. So they knocked at the door.
Oh, we hurt you. You called us.
Okay,
Please. So what'd you hear?
Somebody keeps outside my house, y'all. Please.
Is this your car over here? Is this your car over here? Oh, that's not your black car in the driveway? Oh, well, we checked your yard. We walked around the whole block. We didn't see anybody. We don't. We checked the whole area. There's nobody out walking around.
I know, y'all. Please, God. Please, God.
Now, from that interaction alone, you can see how dismissive this cop is, and you could see the mental state of Sonya. You can see it both. If she's telling you she doesn't know who the black car is, like, that leads to further investigation. Obviously, bro is not doing his job correctly. He just wanted to that night.
Trying to get help, y'all, but
What do you need help with?
nothing. Please, God. Please, God. Please. I don't know what to do.
Do with
You
what?
see it right there.
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if y'all could help me.
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
We checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
We didn't see nobody, so
Nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope.
nope.
We checked the whole area. What took you so long to answer the door?
I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I gotcha. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
You doing
Is there anything else I can do for you? Look how he sounds, bro. Like, I understand he wanted to be loud and clear, but like it just seems so I can't even find
All right, mentally?
Yes.
Sure?
My medicine and stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. That's not your black car, though. The SUV? Whose is it? You don't know? Someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it?
Mm-hmm.
right there. It shows you she has mental issues, slight mental issues. Okay, like this is what I don't get. Why certain police officers don't take the the necessary steps to get the situation solved without having to shoot an innocent black woman or innocent black person. Like, all right, cool. That sounded suspicious. Like, you could have, you in your training could have went all the way around putting her down.
Yeah, let's run that.
Yeah. 19, I got a 20 clear.
Does anyone else live here with you?
David Mary 43556.
You got a name? You got an idea or something? Take your name real quick.
They didn't even have to enter the house. They could have just waited right there at the door.
Sonya met them at the door, and after a short conversation at the door, she let them in right away and answered all their questions without a second thought.
Even though she did let them in, but still. Yo, look at that TV though.
Department here, but I was calling for help from y'all.
Yo, she got a big
They're
bag.
here in my house right now. Okay, I'll let you go. You talk to them. Wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Codwell. It's good.
For what? You're there with the deputy, correct?
No, hold on, okay?
Hold on for what?
Just 1 second, okay?
Officer Grayson
Right there. She obviously has mental issues, y'all.
asked for her ID and the usual stuff. And honestly, from the body cam footage, she didn't look like a threat at all.
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it
Okay,
was.
what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
Well, what about windows?
It was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to attach.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
Do you have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will
What?
get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just
from-
get your ID real
Well, let's
quick.
get your
so I
ID
can attach you.
first, and then
One task at a time here.
Okay, let me
Here,
find
grab
it.
your ID.
I
Chloe.
could see the
Okay.
patience, but then
One
I
task
could
at a time.
see
Let's
like
get an ID, and then you
it
can
going
dig around
back
for
and
your
forth.
paperwork.
I don't know where my ID
you
is.
can stand that stack right there, maybe.
They asked about her car, too standard procedure when someone reports a prowler, making sure everything outside
I'm sorry, I'm gonna stopping it. But here's the last thing. We have witnessed so many cases where people of different skin tone of ours have been erratic, going crazy, threatening the cops, chasing after the cops with weapons, with guns, like with machetes. If I can find that other clip I had, I'm gonna put it up. Like coming after the cops, and they still get taken in with no situations happening to them. Not harmed in any way, not shot, not anything. But yet, it seems like every time something like this happens, where there's really no threat, we get
checks out. And for a few minutes, it's almost ordinary, a routine welfare check. Except there is something sitting on the stove, a pot of water, heating on the burner, and Grayson noticed it.
1 second.
Check on her.
I need this.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Right.
Sonya walked over to the stove to handle it, completely unaware that what was about to happen in the next 30 seconds would change everything for her. Sonya picked up the pot and began moving it toward the sink. And then Sonya says something, words that came as naturally to her as breathing. She had no idea they would be among the last she ever spoke.
What are you doing?
Huh? Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Thank you in the name of Jesus.
Now, Stop here for a moment, because what those words meant to Sonya Massey and what they meant to Sean Grayson are two completely different things. To anyone who grew up around Black Pentecostal or evangelical Christian culture, that phrase is familiar. It's a spiritual language, a woman reaching for her faith in a moment of anxiety. Sonya was a woman in emotional distress, in her own home, holding a pot, saying words that came from her faith.
Right.
Sean Grayson's response?
You better I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking top!
Yeah, you heard right. And then he draws his weapon. What the body
Right then and there. You better not. Like, what the fuck was she gonna do to you from all the way the fuck over there when she was putting the pot of water into the sink? Sean Grayson, you exaggerated this whole thing. You initiated the situation to where you had to pull out your gun. You didn't have to pull out your gun. I'll shoot you in your effing face. You better not. I'll shoot you in your effing face. Because you don't understand black faith. I can see if she was actually headed towards you with the pot and said that, but she's not. She's facing towards the fucking the sink. If anybody with an actual brain can see, she's facing towards the sink. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I've seen so many women, black women specifically, use that phrase in a non-threatening situation, mostly because they're having a stressful day or stressed out, or like she is, she's just battling her demons. But it wasn't. She's competent enough not to aim it at him, but yet he's aiming a gun at her. Make it make sense.
Kim captures next is almost unbearable to watch. Watching a pointed gun directly at her face, she did the only thing a terrified person could do. She ducked behind the counter, raised her hands, and apologized, cowering in her own kitchen, trying to make it stop. But it was already too late.
Drop the pot! Drop! Shut the fuck up! Drop the pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078.
I was on.
3 9mm rounds leave Grayson's gun in rapid succession. Sonya Massey drops to the floor. One of those bullets had found her head. And then, silence. Deputy Farley, the man standing in that same kitchen, who never once felt threatened, immediately moved toward Sonya. Grayson
Never
stopped
once
him.
felt threatened.
I'm gonna go get my kit.
Look what he says. What do you mean, no, don't get your kit? Fuck this guy. What do you mean, don't get your kit? You shot a woman in the head. She's unarmed, defenseless. If I'm not mistaken, police procedures would have you stop the bleeding or, keep the suspect alive until you're able to arrest him, right? Or get medical assistance. So about, no, stop. Your head stopped. What is he talking about? Grace is a dick. Farley, I kind of understand. It was the heat of the moment. The passion got crazy. Not even passion. It all got crazy. And he's actually sitting there with some Farley is actually sitting there with some human compassion and trying to get his kid to help her. But no, this D-head Grayson.
She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
And in that same breath, almost like he was already building his defense before Sonya even hit the floor, he said,
And look, it came right to our feet, too. God damn it.
It came right to your feet because you shot her and she dropped
Yeah,
it.
I'm good. What's she got? Let her just... God, is that what you do, man? You good? Alright. Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to face, and it already reached us.
It reached you after the fact. You shot her.
But she was losing a lot of blood from the head. I'll go get my med kit.
Go get, yeah, hurry, get your med kit.
I mean, there's not much we can do.
We can at least try
Oh,
and
not
help,
much you could do.
stop the
Not much
blood.
you could do. And then look how long he takes
Officer
to get
Farley
his med
got
kit.
down on the floor next to Sonya, pressing dish towels against her wound
I
with
don't
his
blame
bare
Farley
hands,
at all for this
trying
one.
to hold back
I
what
don't blame
couldn't be
Farley.
held
I'm sorry.
back.
If you disagree with me,
Sonya
that's on you.
was still
I really don't blame
gasping,
Farley because he's
still
actually
there,
trying to save her. He's
barely.
actually putting in effort.
Where's he at? Come on. She's still gasping a little bit. You want to hand me another rag up there? Up there, to your right. Right there.
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
She didn't even come at
You still
you.
want me holding this pressure?
Yeah. EMS is coming.
She's still gasping.
Okay. Let me know where she's been hit.
I think in the eye. I'm not for sure.
Find the blue blood pressure cuff.
Don't move that if you can.
Copy.
And over here.
Where's she shot?
I think in the eye.
Okay.
That's where I've got the pressure at.
We have an extra one that you can tell?
Not that I can tell, no. I can't feel one.
Came out of the power call.
Farley stayed with her, talking to the medical team as they arrived, describing the wound, the bullet, what he was seeing, his voice steady in the way people force their voices to be steady when everything inside them is falling apart.
She's still gasping a little bit.
We got EMS coming.
You want to hand me another rag up
For
there?
Farley, I
Up there,
feel
to your
for
right.
Farley.
Right there.
He's probably not even like this racist ass cop. He's not even like this racist ass cop. He didn't have no compassion for
You want to
over.
run down real quick?
Nope, not yet.
Alright. House is cleared. She was the only one.
Where's the gun?
No, she had boiling water and came at me. Boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came out with boiling water. That's what all this is. I'm standing right here.
Alright.
That's where she's landed.
Pressure?
Yeah. EMS is coming.
She's still gasping.
Okay. Let me know where she's been hit.
I think in the eye. I'm not for sure.
Find the blue blood pressure cuff.
Don't move that if you can.
Copy.
And over here.
Where's she shot?
I think in the eye.
Okay.
That's where I've got the pressure
We
at.
have an extra one that you can tell?
Not that I can tell, no.
We'll move fast.
I can't feel one.
You can't. Don't move that if you can. Don't move that if you can.
That bag?
Yeah. It's got evidence under it.
Try not to move that bag. We'll take her
And
out
everything
on the
is
back
recorded
porch.
on camera, so
I need you guys over here.
Yep.
Her name contact.
We need that backboard.
Kitchen right
You
now.
guys grab a backboard.
Try to hold that bag.
Kind of move this behind you.
Yeah, you're fine. I can't feel an exit wound. I'm not sure. I haven't seen one either.
Okay.
Don't move that bag.
Do we know what caliber weapon she shot with?
9 mil.
9 millimeter.
Okay. All right, backboard, let's go.
What are you trying to grab? I would say we just need to grab her up over the blood.
Okay.
Do you need me out of your way?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take what you got there, man. What's the chances you can go over to
When he finally stepped outside, gloves coming off, wiping his hands, you could see it in him.
look
Hands shaking.
at his hands, shaking, nervous, not even nervous.
I'm good.
He's just really affected.
Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks, so.
Other officers arrived, looking at him, asking if he was okay. He wasn't. Sonya was transported to St. John's Hospital. At 1:47 a.m., she was pronounced lifeless. Cause of gunshot wound to the head. And while her body is still in that hospital, while her children still don't know, while her father is somewhere out there, not yet knowing that the last time he heard her "I love you," Dad
As a father of a daughter, I can't say to the degree how I feel without mentioning the fact that I would feel the same way. I kind of said that wrong. I wouldn't understand how he felt unless that happened to my child. But I understand how he feels because my daughter is everything to me. Those I love yous from your daughters, you have to take those every time. You can't live with regret. Not even with regret. You can't undermine those I love yous. You have to take those and keep those close to your heart. You never know when you're gonna get your last one.
Daddy was the last time he would ever hear it. Sean Grayson is already writing his report. And in that report, he describes what happened the only way a man trying to protect himself describes it. I was in fear, he writes. I fired my duty weapon, but there was a problem with that story. Two of them, actually. The first was Deputy Dawson Farley, the man standing in that same kitchen, in that same moment, who, when the shooting was over, grabbed dish towels with his bare hands and pressed them against a dying woman because he couldn't just stand there.
Facts! That's what I'm saying. Farley isn't to be prosecuted or any way. He shouldn't be hated by black people or anything because this piece of shit, Sean Grayson, was the one who fired for no goddamn reason, and Farley was the only one trying to help her in that need. He tried to help her from the start. But douchebag over here wasn't having that. Because his prejudice, his racism, and his short temperament, and his need to just catch a black body. Farley jumped into action to try and save this woman. So we salute Farley a little bit over here.
Farley would later be described by those close to him as utterly devastated by what he witnessed. He was placed on leave. He never returned to patrol. The second problem with Grayson's story was far simpler. He had a camera on his chest.
The whole time.
And so did Farley. But to understand what that camera captured, you first have to understand who it captured. And who she was is a story that makes what happened to her even harder to sit with. A 36-year-old single mother living in Springfield, Illinois. 2 kids who adored her. A father who ended every phone call waiting to hear the same 4 words, I love you, Daddy.
Conversation with, I love you, Daddy. And that's what this bracelet says. She's going to be forever 36.
And on the night of the 6th of July, 2024, somewhere just after midnight, she picked up her phone and dialed 911. She called because she was scared. She thought she heard someone outside her home and wanted to feel safe. So, she called for help. But to understand what happened inside that house after midnight, you have to go back, because this story doesn't start on July 6th. It starts the day before. The 5th of July, 2024. Sonya's mother, Sonya Massey, is worried about her daughter. Not in the quiet, background way mothers sometimes worry. She's scared enough to pick up the phone and call 911 herself. In that call, Donna describes Sonya as having a mental breakdown. She uses the words sporadic and paranoid schizophrenic, not as a diagnosis, but trying to explain to a dispatcher how her daughter gets when she's having an episode. Frightened, confused, and not herself. But here is what Donna says next that stops you cold when you hear it.
She's been mentally having a mental breakdown. She thinks everybody's after her.
She seriously pleads with a dispatcher, like really begs.
I don't want you guys to hurt her. Please don't send no combative policemen that are prejudiced. Please, they're scary. I'm scared of the police. Please.
A mother who knows her daughter,
and
who knows how she...
And this is why, before these police trainings happen, you set these police officers in these streets, they need psych evaluations. They need proper people training and care, especially people of other races. They need to be properly vetted in the ways of taking care of people in situations that are hostile and people that don't look like them. They need to be filtered out and make sure, like, yo, all right, this guy's a racist, he can't be an officer. That guy's a racist, he can't be an officer. Because situations like these happen. Oh, you was in fear for your life. Over a pot of boy that wasn't even facing towards you. And if that was the case, right? Which this is the only part I have on Farley. If the pot of water was such a goddamn problem, why didn't you say, "Hold on, miss, let me turn this pot of water off"? Right there, you could have did it yourself. Like, yo, let me turn this pot of water off. Get back to business. Things can be so simple when you actually take a second to think about it and not just be in the moment.
Presents when she's unwell. Who knows? In the way only a black mother in America can know exactly what the wrong officer in the wrong moment could mean. Officers responded. They find Sonya outside, visibly distressed, confused about where her children are, and one of the officers gently tries to comfort her.
What's your name? What's your name? I'm sorry. Derry. Okay.
No, here. I know.
Are you Sonya?
Yeah, I know. Y'all, please.
What's going on?
I just want my stuff. They won't give it to me.
Do you live here?
No.
Okay. Have you been staying here?
Yes. And they made sure my water is off. My gas is off.
I thought you lived at this house.
No.
Where's your other house then?
Hoover.
On Hoover? So you don't
I
have
got
any?
the money to pay for everything. They've been keeping me.
Where's your son at?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know where they at. I think they are on me.
No, they're at their dad's house. They're worried about you too. Everybody just wants you to be okay. That's all it is. No, they're okay.
Sonya was not arrested.
These
she
are the
wasn't
right
a danger
police
to
officers.
anyone, so they left.
Here
And
we
you
go.
know what's really messed up? That call, Donna's 911 call, her warning, all the details about Sonya's situation that night never gets passed on to the deputies who show up at Sonya's door less than 16 hours later. Not a single word of it. Now here is the detail that haunts this story more than almost anything else. In the days and weeks before her death, Sonya told people close to her that she was going to be killed. Not once, repeatedly. She had a feeling she couldn't shake, a premonition that sat on her chest and wouldn't leave. She told family members, "Someone is going to kill me." The people who loved her tried to reassure her, tried to...
I'm sorry, but even if that message didn't get passed along, there should be protocols in place for stuff like this. Like, you should be able to witness and see the mental breakdowns, the word structures of a person that's not all the way up there, you know what I mean? Like the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor. It stops short a couple floors down. To where you don't need to be prepped on these type of things.
talk her out of it. Because what else do you say to someone you love when they tell you something like that? She had recently checked herself into a 30-day inpatient mental health program in St. Louis. She came back after just 2 days. The family didn't fully understand why, but what's clear is that Sonya was struggling. She was fragile. She was trying, in whatever way she could, to hold herself together. And despite all of that, despite the fear, despite the paranoia, despite everything she was carrying when she heard something outside her house that night, her instinct was not to hide. Her instinct was to call for help, not knowing it was her last call. On the 22nd of July, 2024, 16 days after Sonya Massey died on her kitchen floor, the Illinois State Police released the body cam footage to the public. What happened next was immediate and explosive. The footage spread everywhere. Vice President Kamala Harris commented. The governor of Illinois commented. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who had seen too many of these cases, stood in front of cameras and said what everyone watching was already thinking. She did not need a bullet to her face.
Not one.
But here is what the public outrage also uncovered. Because once people started asking questions about Sean Grayson, once journalists and investigators started pulling on that thread, what unraveled was not the story of one bad night. It was the story of a man who should never have been there at all. Sean Grayson had worked for 6 different law enforcement agencies in 4 years. 6 agencies, 4 years. That alone should make you pause. In law enforcement, that kind of agency hopping is a signal. It means somewhere, at some point, things didn't work out. And when investigators traced Grayson's history, they found the reasons. Before law enforcement, Grayson served in the U.S. Army from 2014 to 2016. He was discharged for misconduct, serious offense. The specific details of that discharge remain limited, but the classification alone is not a minor footnote. The Sangamon County Sheriff's Department hired him anyway. In May of 2023, less than 14 months before Sonya Massey opened her door. When the sheriff was asked about it afterward, about the red flags, the history, the discharge, the DUIs, he said something that has stuck with people ever since. People can change. The criminal trial began in October 2025. Peoria County moved there because the publicity in Springfield made a fair local jury impossible to find. For 7 days, the jury heard everything. They saw the body cam footage multiple times. They heard from the use of force expert who reviewed every frame and concluded that Grayson's actions were not justified. They heard about the distance between Grayson and Sonya, the counter between them, the cover it provided. They heard Farley's account, the partner who stood in the same room and did not feel threatened. They heard Grayson's version, too. And then they deliberated for more than 12 hours over 2 days. On the 29th of October, 2025, the jury came back. Not guilty on first-degree murder, but guilty on second-degree murder. Sentencing was set for the 29th of January, 2026. Judge Ryan Cadigan sentenced him to the maximum, 20 years in prison.
Illinois sheriff's deputy who killed Sonya Massey has now received the maximum sentence allowed. A judge giving Sean Grayson 20 years in prison for the fatal shooting.
And this is the problem. 20 years. But Carmelo gets 35. 20 years for shooting an unarmed black woman who was having mental problems. Carmelo Anthony stabs another person, another kid. Matt, I can't say his goddamn name. Austin Metcalf. Got it. After being threatened and jumped, almost jumped. And he gets 35 while this piece of trash gets 20. Okay.
Was convicted in October of 2025 of second-degree murder.
Under Illinois law, he will serve it at 50%, effectively 10 years, with credit for time already served. Outside the courthouse, Summer Massey stood in front of cameras and said what only a daughter who grew up without her mother for the last year and a half could say. 20 years is not enough, but they did what they could do. In the aftermath, things did change. Quietly, imperfectly, the way things change when the cost has already been paid by someone who deserved better. The U.S. Department of Justice opened an investigation into the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department. An agreement was reached requiring new de-escalation training, mental health co-response protocols, and better use of force reporting.
Thank you.
The state of Illinois passed what became known as the Sonya Massey bill legislation, requiring better background check sharing between agencies so that a man with Grayson's history could never quietly move from department, collecting badges like nothing followed him. It is the kind of reform that comes too late for the person it is named after. And somewhere in all of this, amid the settlements and the legislation and the 20-year sentence and the outrage that eventually moved on to the next tragedy, James Wilburn still wears a bracelet on his wrist. Some names deserve to be remembered, and as long as we keep telling these stories, they will be. If you think Sonya's story matters, you already know what to do. Subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel, bro. I'm going to leave a description at the bottom. Yeah, these types of situations are awful, sad, crazy. But we have to keep fighting. We have to keep fighting to keep pushing for not just our freedom, but our rights as Black Americans. Because they'll keep doing this and they'll keep getting away with it. But share, like, subscribe, show some love. I'm your boy Jay. There's going to be a freaking another video somewhere around here, maybe two. Probably some lightheartedness, probably some heaviness. But I'm here for you. I love you. Let's see you in the next one, baby. All right.